Hey, what's up, guys? Mike from the OC Kickboxing Academy. I'm going to be breaking down the action from UFC on Fuel TV 8. On the prelims, Marcelo Guimaraes versus Hyun Lim. Lim seemed to think that he was going to have the advantage in the stand-up because he had 6 inches of reach. However, this is a very big guy for welterweight, and Marcelo could see the punches coming, and he was able to defend. However, he would turn away from the punches, almost like he was scared to get hit. But he was doing very well in the stand-up, and I think he won that first round. Lim started to fade. He got a little tired, but he would go for some big knees, and like I said, Marcelo would duck down, trying to avoid getting hit, and he would get some takedowns from it. Eventually, one landed right on the spot. Lim got the knockout. The next fight was a very entertaining scrap between Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. He was fighting Kyung Ho Kang, and this fight had a little bit of everything in it. Lots of good stand-up, good takedowns, good jiu-jitsu, lots of scrambles, and decision went to Bruce Leroy. Cristiano Marcello versus Kazuki Tokudome versus Cristiano Marcello. This fight was fireworks when it first started. They were banging. Marcelo was catching him. But eventually, Tokudome ended up getting the takedowns, working his ground and pound, and that got the decision for him. Bryan Caraway against Takeya Mizugaki. I believe the first 2 rounds went to Caraway. He got the takedowns. He landed better strikes. And in the last round, he was tired, though, and Mizugaki really poured it on, and he ended up getting the split decision. The final fight on the prelims was Brad Tavares versus Riki Fukuda. I thought Fukuda had a good first round, and then he appeared to hurt his hand. The second round was a stand-up affair, no takedowns or anything. I think Tavares, he had a good second round. And in the last one, not sure what happened, if he was tired or what, but Riki Fukuda really went to work, and he was throwing lots of punches and kicks, and judges gave it to Tavares. First fight on the main card, Hyun Kim versus Siyar Bahadurzada. A lot of people were saying Bahadurzada was going to win by knockout because that's the way he started his UFC career. Big knockout against Paulo Thiago. But you can't really use one fight to try to make your prediction about the way things are going to go. And so I picked Hyun Kim, and he had his way with them. He imposed his will, got the takedowns, got to mount over and over, drop down punches. And so stun gun, Hyun Kim wins the decision. Rani Yahya picked up the decision against Mizuto Hirota. Yahya did what he does best. He kept diving at the legs, getting takedowns, good position, came close with submission a few times, but he picks up the decision win. Yushin Okami versus Hector Lombard. Okami, with the takedowns and the good positioning, won the first 2 rounds. And in the third round, Lombard came out really strong. He rocked him. He was getting him with his punches. But for some reason, he followed him to the ground. And time right now, he didn't get the stoppage, and he lost that decision. Diego Sanchez versus Takanori Gomi. They put on a good scrap for 3 rounds, lots of action. I personally scored it for Gomi, but the judges saw it for Diego Sanchez. Stefan Struve versus Mark Hunt. It was a great fight, lots of action. In the third round, Mark Hunt started opening up, landing big shots, and then he dropped them and he walked away as he's known to do. Referee Herb Dean thought about stopping it, but he didn't immediately stop. He waited. It was a weird delay, but I think it was right that he stopped the fight. Mark Hunt by knockout. In the main event, Wanderlei Silva knocked out Brian Stann. You have got to watch this fight. One of the best fights all year, guaranteed. It was fireworks from the very beginning. It looked like the Wanderlei Silva of old. Even the Brian Stanovold from his WEC days, these guys just slugged it out, went to war. Wanderlei Silva threw a great 1-2 in the second round that landed, dropped Stann, and he followed it up with some punches to get the stoppage. Great win by Wanderlei Silva.